Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to my channel. This is Darcy's Mixed Media. Although I'm contemplating adding back the misadventures because, you know, misadventures are fun. Let me think. What am I doing? I'm just going to jelly plate. I'm just going for background colors because I'm going to do these on cardstock and then I'm going to put them through I'm going to emboss them, dry emboss them. So emboss them on the Sienna machine. So I'm just looking for, is this one not even open yet? Wild Wasabi. I mean, who doesn't love a color called Wild Wasabi? Come on, that sounds like some wild, hot fun. But apparently I haven't used it yet. Apparently. So how are you guys doing? It's been busy. I'm still working on my craft room. Alright, I'm just going to do like thin layers and just pile them up. Pile up my thin layers. And then that usually will give me an interesting kind of background. So I'll probably work on 2 or 3 at a time just so that I can have some time for them to dry in between. And I think I'm going to I got 100% power, so I should be okay with that for a bit. Okay, seem fairly straight. Mariah will tell me if it's not straight enough. And nothing I can do about it then. So I'm just trying to get really, really thin. And then what's nice about if I then brayer off on some book pages, then I have that later for collage, which is nice. Which is nice. It's nice. It's so nice. Alright. Whoops. Just thin layers is all I'm doing. What color should I do next? I'm kind of doing lighter colors on top. Oh, we've got the seafoam, which is a pretty blue. A pretty seafoamy blue, right? Got a little bit of stuff on here, which is actually just going to add interest in my opinion. There we go. So when you do brayer, you want to make sure that you roll the brayer out all the way. Otherwise, you're just going to be getting whatever mark your brayer made the first time that you put it on there. So I'm taking a lot off because I just want really thin layers so that some of the next color I put on will show through. That one's definitely more opaque. See, look at this. The wasabi, semi-transparent. The seafoam, pretty opaque because you can't hardly see the words, and the other one you could see the words. That's the difference. And then I can use my 5x7 plate as well because, ooh, look at all that red on there. Is that what's on the other side? Kind of black and red. Ooh, what do we want to do with that? Oh, goodness, there's so much paint that drips down the sides. It's ridiculous. No one is as messy as I am when it comes to jelly plate printing. Oh, alright, I'll do that. Does anybody else feel like Patricia was just telling me to put something underneath it? Just me? Oh, of course, this plate is pretty dirty. Pay no attention to that. Let's see. We got this minted aqua, or I think I'll go for this light blue, which is just a nice little sky blue type light blue. Which even if I don't use it for this project, will still be something fun for another one. Don't need quite as big of a brayer for this one, but that's okay. Let's see. I'm trying to see where my other I've got another smallish plate. Is it in here? It doesn't feel heavy enough to be in there. That would be the little ones. This would be I got some Ranger plates. There. Helps if you open it from the right direction. Nope. That's not it. Ah, this one's even heavier. This must be it. I really should label these. Here, I can use this. This one will be good to add some extra. But I got it was a set of 3, so it's got like this one, I don't remember what sizes they are. That one's like 11 by 5 or 5.5 for that one. And this one I think is like 7 by 4 or something. Oh, I was like, oh, I need to get a acrylic plate for that, but I have. They're not clean, but they're acrylic plates. So that should fit on there. And yes, people are home. Everyone except for my oldest is home. He's at work. If he wasn't at work, he'd be with his girlfriend. So, you know, he's just never home. That's what happens. They get girlfriends, they disappear. And then Nathan's, I think, extra tired because he's gone out of the house more than often this week. And with Addison's and type 1 diabetes, you know, having both of those, that does make, you know, you just get tired more easily. More, you know, he might be having a higher pain day. So I'm letting him just kind of hang out in his bed if that's what he wants to do. Got all his appointments out of the way this week, so that's good. Well, not all of his appointments. He got his hair cut for the first time since like pre-COVID. Alright, let's do a dark green. Whoops, don't. That one's liquidy. So I'm lifting it each time so that it will. And it's not going on perfectly even, but that's okay because I'm going to probably like how that shows through, probably, possibly. I don't know if it even shows through. Let's see. Not really. I think I'll put a little bit more because I've got some spots here where it could do better. It could do better, maybe, if I shook it up. Otherwise, I have a dark green somewhere. But most of my colors, I think I'm going to have to. It's still pretty liquidy. Is that the side where I needed it a little bit darker? Okay, so this, it's matte, top notch, green velvet. I'm not living how it's. I mean, for other things that I'm doing, I might love it, but for this right here, not so much. I wanted something a little more opaque, I guess, that would show through. Oh, you know what I could, could use my fern stamp. That would be good. Alright, well, my next color might be brown anyway on that, so. We got a little bit of green showing through over here. And then the dark brown will show through, and then I might pick it up with a lighter color. We'll see. And then this one, we had, that one dried nicely. What color do we want to put on that? We got darker blue, or got raw umber here. Got my green gold, transparent. I just kind of, I'm going to see what the transparent oxide yellow is going to do. Plus, it's new, so, you know, let's play with that. Don't you hate when, like, the plastic, because it might almost be like a wheat color. Don't know. I got some yellow ochre I could use in here somewhere, too. Well, I like that color. It does remind me of yellow ochre. A little bit. I forget. Patricia said what the difference was in her video yesterday, Thursday Thoughts. I can't remember what she said. Whoops. But might have greened this out a little bit. I don't know. But I'm just, like I said, doing light layers, thin layers. Just moving on up with thin layers. Oh, I might do a dark blue word. Oh, I do have the phthalo green, so. Oh, and I've got that burnt sienna. Ooh, I'll do burnt sienna on the other one. Yeah, I forgot about my soft body paints. So stick those in there. What's this one? Ivory black. I was looking for, not purple. I'm looking for, crud, crumbs. All right, I know I have. This is a really heavy one. This is Prussian Blue. I thought I'd do a little bit of that on the back of this, but I don't need much. It's heavy bodied. I don't think it says heavy bodied, but it's heavy bodied. I know it says $19.99, but I think I got it half off. You know, when those things go half off, you get excited. Especially if there's colors you like. Like, I buy the bigger ones of like the Prussian Blue and the yellow ochre, because I tend to use those a lot. I just want this in the background. I don't want it to like overtake it. I'm hoping it's not. Okay, good. We got some coming through, but not too much. You see some blue here and around the edges. That might be a really fun piece that we end up with. Whoops. Well, we got that going on there, so let's do the transparent. Oh, that one's transparent. We can still try it. Whoops. Okay, it is open. Or no, we'll do this burnt sienna. It's not transparent. It does have one of those stupid covers that hurt your fingers to open, though. Oh, there we go. I thought I was gonna have to find my pliers for a second there. I mean, it's partly because I don't make sure it's clean when I put it away. There's that. So burnt sienna has red in it, and she said warm brown, so I'm gonna say that, whoops, that burnt sienna is a warm brown because it has red in it. Not that it's gonna show too much through anyway, but see, won't these be fun collage papers as well? I was gonna say I also have burnt, oh, I have raw umber. That's what I have. See, that shows through there. It's almost like a clay, kinda, sorta. I don't know. I know you're thinking, when are we gonna start picking these up? I don't know. Eventually. That is still really wet. So that one we're not doing anything with yet. This one has the blue, which I've greened out a little bit with that yellow, and maybe we'll just keep this one really light and we'll just go ahead and pick it up with some parchment. It's still wet. I don't care. I don't care. Could do more colors. I don't know. I'm still in the warm-up phase. What I should have done, actually kind of like what's happening when I do this with it being a little bit wet and having a little bit of that blue in there. Oh man, I wish that's what I could get on top of, but you know, the first thing on is the thing that's going to be on the top. And I'm just using this, like, this cardstock. It came from my aunt. Some, you know, when you have too much stuff, you pass it on. Like, I've passed on, probably, let's see, a stack of cardstock about that thick of all the different colored. So like some went to my friend and some went to my sister-in-law. Kind of split it in half and gave some to each of them. So I don't have as much colored cardstock, but that's okay because I kept all my white and cream cardstock because I'd rather make my own anyway. I know, Mariah. Alright, I don't need to leave these on too long because I want stuff to stay on there. See, so when that dries, I will put that through the dry embossed Sizzix, and we'll have this as the background instead of just a plain background, which I think would be really cool. Hopefully the person I'm making these for will also think it's really cool. I'll do some plain paper as well, but you know, kind of digging it. What I'm doing here. Let's see. Come on. Oh. These are Liquitex soft body acrylics, and is this one open? This one should, no, that one's not open. But there's blue on the outside, and they're not all open. Look at that. I got like a set because they'll cost less that way. Can't remember what the name of the set was. Oh, I did get some golden open. I got an introductory pet set to try, but they're open, and I want these to dry a little faster. Don't want to sit here waiting. Although there are some techniques where I would want an open, you know, to give me a little more time to play. So they're nice. Go this way a little bit too. Just kind of, it'll brown out in the middle. Alright, I'm going to set that up there. Still have this left over from before. Ignore this other stuff. That's just me being messy. Let's see. This one I'll probably go ahead and pick up because it's got quite a bit on there. And I might go ahead and pick it up with the wasabis. Yeah, the wasabi. Oh, shoot. Guess we're picking up a couple things with the wasabi. Because that's a freaking lot of paint. See, this is why it goes down the side. Do you see that? Do you see it? Do you see it? Just stick that on there. See, that's how thin I want it. I want it thin like that. Well, that's still a little thick, but... See, and watch it be, this will be the side that I'll want to use. I gotta remember to brayer some cardstock, and maybe I'll do that. Alright, let's get this droopiness, put it back up there. It's just really thick. Yeah, oops, oh shoot, it's starting to dry. Alright, let's just get it picked up and get what we get. Alright, like I said, I don't need to leave it on there for long. See, the Ranger one, well, it did leave a little bit on the edge, but it came up. So that's just kind of a blue with a little brown. Nothing super special about that. There's a little brayer off. That'll work for easy, quick background one. And this one, I probably just need to put a thin layer on that to pick that up, but that's still kind of cool. So do something with that. All right, let me just do a quick pickup here, I guess. Do it with this. Or seafoam. So just want to pick it up. And I might have better luck picking it up with paper instead of cardstock. I don't know. I just don't know. Just gonna have everything move all around because that's not moving at all. See, some of the paint is coming off of this and onto there, which is kind of cool. So that'll be good with the thing too. Did you need me or? Look, I got a new runner for the hallway downstairs here because there's like from the front door to the bathroom there's this fairly long hallway. Here I got 20-foot rug, not 20, 12-foot rug, and it almost goes, it covers the hallway pretty good. My son requested that because he likes to pace in the house sometimes, and he said that the floor was cold. Also, my dad will appreciate it when he gets up in the night to use the bathroom. So there's that. Oh, let's try this brown. I mean, it might not be any better than the green we just used. We'll see. I may mix it with the parchment. We'll just use this unbleached titanium. That'll work too. And that's nice and thick. So if I kind of do that, and we've got s'mores. Got some more business going on there. The marshmallow and chocolate, right? And that'll be nice for that too. That's fun. Go make some s'mores on your plate. It's fun. I'm going to pick that up with a piece of paper. And I'm going to pick this up with a piece of cardstock. What did I do with my band? Where's my band? Where's my band? That's interesting. Might make a couple of extra, like, you know how you like to put in a little special something extra. I might make some regular pages too. Don't know. I was looking for my Baron. That's what I was doing. It's not in there. It's not up there. Huh. It's not anywhere where I thought it would be. It's not in the first. It's not where I would look for it first. Ow, ow, cramping my leg, cramping my leg. It's probably under here. It's probably where it is. Potentially, possibly. Nope, not there. Oh well, we'll find it eventually. Alright, let's see what this one looks like. Alright, leaving some nice stuff on the plate too. Alright, actually I like that color. That's a good foresty floor kind of a. I'm going to take that off though. Let's see if I can get that off with this. Yep. Because I didn't want that to keep being a thing that kept getting left on there. Which for some reason comes off on the paper but not the cardstock. Who knew? Start with some green gold. Oh my goodness, look at this. It must have leaked or dripped or something. Got the whole texture of the bottle there. And the green grass grew all around, all around. That is way too thick. What do I have over here? Just do a little bit of that on here. And we have the other one too, right? Where did I put it? Oh, over here. It's still waiting for its... Oh, yeah, I wanted to leave it on there a little bit longer, didn't I? Try to get the edges and whatnot. Or I'll just clean off the edges, we'll see. There we go. See, I just wanted to get that. And then I can take all this off the edges here and just... Paper got stuck to some of it. Alright, let me get my tape. I'm going to let that do its thing. It's doing a little bit of crazing, which will be interesting. That needs to dry before I can do anything else to it. Oh my goodness. Like everything sticks, including my drawer. What's up with that? Sorry. That's the noise tape makes. The sound of packing tape. That didn't do much for me, did it? Alright, I haven't made a video in a while because I've been busy between... Well, I had to go into work an extra day, and then Nathan had his appointments this week, and the special order came in, but I actually didn't even start working on that till... Well, I worked on it digitally a little bit, like I was gonna... I needed to have some pictures to put on the tags that she requested. But I haven't, you know, done any of this physical stuff yet. And then what else did I have to do this week? I don't know. My dad arrived, which is good. He's here for the winter. Fall arrived, which is good. I've decided I'm an equinox fan, not a solstice fan. I like the autumnal and vernal equinox much more than I like summer and winter solstice. I like spring and fall. Despite any allergies. I don't have, but that's because I don't suffer from a lot of allergies. Otherwise, I might not like spring so much. But fall is definitely my favorite. Do you have a favorite season? And if so, what it is? What is it? Put it in the comments. I want to know. Is your favorite day of summer the last day or the first day? So one of my friends put on her Facebook, my favorite day of summer, the last day. She's a fan of fall as well. Or she likes all the spooky, scary, creepy stuff. And all the burr months. You know. She puts up those. Oh my goodness. Why are you just not coming up there? Okay. That's how you clean up your plate. Potentially. I mean, maybe not perfectly. How much is this driving you crazy, Mariah? So I'm not going for interest. I'm just going for some background colors. The interest will be added when I do the although I like that. I actually don't mind some plainness, especially if I'm doing them for the backgrounds of tags and whatnot, and I'm going to be putting a focal point on them. Then it's you know, it's good. All right, that's a lot of paint, and now we know why. Oh my goodness, it's been a while. All right, this one's fairly thin too, which might be a good thing, because then the other stuff I put behind it will show through fairly well. All right, let's move that out of the way. Let me just bang that down when I clean it off. That's fun. So, let's see if that even... Oh, I just took a lot of that off. That's all right. It's going to be texture. Let's see. Move that to the side. I don't... put it up on the shelf. I'll have to show you the shelf I found at the thrift store. Alright. Not sure if I love that. I mean, that'll be okay for like a... Well, which is what it's going to end up being. Oh my goodness. Words are hard. Collage. That's the word I'm going for. Alright. Let's... So, oh, oops. That's more than I need. So, oops. I think this is the phthalo green. Ooh, look how nice it is on there. Let's get some more of that on some collage paper. Might get a little bit of crazing, it looks like. The Ranger plates tend to craze more with the soft body colors, I've noticed. But that's okay, because that will be interest. What, sweetie? I'm recording. Did you want something? Alright, what do we have here? We've got, I think we had the green and green and the sienna, and then green gold, and we have this burnt sienna. I don't know. Should we? I'll do that side dark and this side light. See how we do. Oops. And then I'll let things will just fall where they may, because that's what they do. So do half the lighter color and half the darker color, which is going to have the lighter color in it, but that's alright. And a little bit of darker on both sides. Don't know if it'll really show through or not. That's alright. If it has a little bit on the back, it's not the end of the world. I do wish I knew where I put, I think. Oh, it might be in the drawer with stencils, actually. But that's a mess over there. I need to clean that area. When I find my Baron, I'll start using it again. How sad is that? Do you lose things when you clean? Especially if you like putting new things, or like say you get rid of something and you forget you got rid of it, and you're looking, I mean, obviously I did not get rid of my Baron. I would not do that unless I was gonna replace it with a better Baron that has like PM Artist Studio in the knob thingy. Patricia got her Baron. If you go watch Sunday stream, I think, or last Thursday. Maybe it was last Thursday. Either way, she had her brand new Baron and nice clean stencil she was working with. You know, naked stencils, virgin Barons. We make jokes about that. We're a little we fly in the face of convention over there in PM Artist Studio. If you go watch their latest streams, you'll see what I'm talking about. And if you're ever looking for a Venus flytrap stamp, that's where you gotta go. Ooh, that is cool. And that, like right there with the dry embossing, will be really cool because you'll have the you know, the two colors there. But that will be too. That's cool. Alright, I like that. I mean, maybe the person I'm making these for won't think they're cool, but then I'll just use plain cardstock. Well, I'm also going to do some craft, just some craft paper as well. Let's see. Maybe start with a little bit of raw umber. Oh man, why? Look at this. It's painted itself together because it drips. Why does it have to do that? Why am I such a messy person? I don't know. I just want to create. I don't want to have to clean up. There we go. It's all up in the cover. See, this is a really dark brown. But it's also transparent, so I should be able to put some stuff under there. Is it transparent? Well, it's fluid. Nope, not really so much transparent. Oh, but it's going to do this crazing thing, as fluid acrylics sometimes do when they are your first color on your... I want it really thin though. That will help if it's really, really thin. Going thin, thin, thin. Alright, let's see what our other one looks like. See, it is starting to get a little bit of that crazing right there. This one was starting to get a lot of craze. See all that crazing right there? If I let this dry a little bit more, it might still be wet. Is it still wet? It's fairly dry. It would be better if I let it dry a little bit more, but I'm not going to. Let's do some phthalo green behind it. It's going to be kind of a yellow green. Might end up being a grass green. I've got some stuff that's grass green and flowers that I've already made in the past that I might send her. Because I've been like, how am I going to use that? I hate all the spam calls. Oh, and then the girl at the dentist, when like took us, like after 45 minutes we've been sitting there and our appointment was 30 minutes. We got there early. So our appointment was at 11 and it was like 11:27 and I'm like, and you know, all the people that were there before us and all the people that were there after us had already been called. So I went up and I said, his appointment is at 11 o'clock. Is, you know, what's up with that? You know, trying to be nice about it. And so, you know, the girl looked, she was like, well, I tried to call you to see if you could come in early, you know, but I'll go see what we can do. And I'm like, so, you know, I'm here being all nice and believing her and stuff. And I was like, well, you know, which number did you call? Well, I have 2 numbers for you. I was like, well, if you call the house phone, that's always just spam, so I don't really check it. But, you know, the cell phone's the better number to call, and also that's the automatic number that they call when they do, you know, to confirm the appointment. And I had not gotten any call on that. So I got home and checked, and there was no message. So next week, I'm just going to be like, can you check my numbers? Because the gal said she called us last week and left a message, and there was no message. So you must have our number wrong. Just to let them know in a nice way that she totally lied to me. Because he got his first cavities. He's got 2 cavities. They're his very first, 22 years old, and they're his first cavities. I'm going to have to, he's used to getting a shot. So that's, you know, the needle's not the big deal, although it hurts more than just an insulin shot. And so I don't know. Well, I think we'll wait till afterwards, see how he's feeling, and if he needs extra hydrocortisone, we'll do it. But he won't need much, just like half a pill or something like that. Not a lot. Oh my goodness, that makes the phthalo look almost like turquoise. Next to like the green, this is like the grass green that I think she was talking about. So that green's gonna be awesome. That's kind of cool here though too. All right. No, could you see that? See that's called crazing when your paint does that. It's a cool effect, and some people try to get it. One of my friends, she oils her plate up the night before and doesn't take any of the oil off. So then the next day when she goes to do stuff, it is totally covered with, I mean, it totally crazes. It crazes like crazy. Although I've also found the dilutions paints to craze quite a bit. That might try this desert sand because that's kind of a weak color. It's probably going to craze like crazy, but that'll be a good texture. All right, I want thin. I want like really thin. Ooh, I like brown and blue together. Just get myself some collage papers over here. And if I want to make them even more interesting, I could just add some stamping, stenciling to them, and they become really great collage papers to play with. If I don't get them stuck together while they're still wet. That's the secret right there, is to not get them all stuck together. There we go, nice and thin. And that one is, well, yeah, that one does seem to be a little bit on the transparent side. All right. We'll do that color on this too. We have that crazing going on. Crazing, crazing on jelly plates today. Do, 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 do. I know. You come for the weird. You know it. You know you do. You know you come for the weird lady that sings randomly, off key, sometimes on key, depends on the day, who just smushes paint and paints paint, does all the things. See how that? See, you can see it better now, the crazing. Just interesting little things that you couldn't try, you know, you only get by accident, you know, you don't necessarily get on purpose. All right, do a little bit of this light blue and then a little bit of the, because like I said, I like, oh, I know what I'm going to do both at the same time. We'll do the ombre thing. And we need a little bit of that. It goes a long way. I haven't figured out which Prussian blue I like the best. Get out the big one here. Could have been using the big one the whole time. That always, oh, yes, this sprayer gives gifts. Alright. Don't worry, that behind there is not going to show as much. Too many brayers sitting around. These papers just want to have fun. They just want to stick together. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We'll have a real good time. Let's get together. Let's get together, not stick together. I just make stuff up, apparently. It doesn't even have to be the exact words that get me to a song. It could just be random other words. Alright, let's try a little bit of desert sand behind this one for a little bit of a neutral. Our blue's going to mix in with it, and that will probably actually be, oh, see, I wish I had that on top. Ooh. Well, I might actually end up with some of that on top. Not on purpose. See, I've just lost. Just braided off a bunch of that blue. That's alright. I'm going to let that dry because that'll be interesting. Where are we on this one? Oh, yeah, we have our apparently piece of old paint. So it doesn't even look a little bit dry, but I mean, it's not shiny. It's just weird. I don't know. Try the, that's too much. Where's the little brayer? Just this light brown back here. Let's just go ahead and pick that up. I don't have any plain-ish, brownish ones, I don't think. So that will just be like that. I know I need a bigger, it's coming off of that. My acrylic plate is uneven, you know, let's just fix that right this second. Like, that's important. I know I have a 5x7 plate for a 5x7 jelly plate, and that's not ideal, but sometimes you just use what you got. So, nothing super interesting about that, but when I dry emboss it, it'll be more interesting. So there's that. I think I'm just about done. I think I got one more layer to put on that other one. Now this has got some red and green coming through. Interesting. That, I don't know what happened here. Well, yeah, look, it's got like red and green. That must have been on there from another thing. I like what it's doing there. So after I dry emboss this, I might take some a lighter ink or something and just kind of like go over it so that it will show more. We'll see. We'll see what it looks like. Might be one that I send, might not be one that I send. Who knows? Thought I got all that off before. No, where's the tape? Where's the loud, hateful tape? Where? I didn't put it back in the drawer. No, I did not put it back in the drawer. It's alright. We'll just try a piece of plain tape. Look at that. You don't even have to buy special packing tape. Just use plain tape. It works too. You know, for those times when you set your tape to the side and can't find it again. Alright, one more. Go ahead and we've got some stuff going on there. I'm going to pick it up with this, I think. Since it's not as transparent as I thought. I gotta go fast though, because fluid acrylics do dry quickly. Oh my goodness, I said fast. Why are the papers not? Oh, I went for some 32-pound parchment paper this time apparently. I grabbed from the bottom of the pile. Ah! Alright, so I'll show you the ones that we did. Oh, we've got to pick this one up too. With, oh my goodness, why is this so hard? Just got this. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to get this one empty so I can throw it out. It's not quite there yet. But it'll be there. A couple more sessions and it'll probably be gone. And I'll be able to throw away a bottle. I think this is 32-pound parchment, but it still feels almost as heavy as the 67-pound cardstock. Isn't that weird? I don't know why. Alright. While those adhere to themselves, we had that one, and 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 that one, which is even that one. But you know what? I could get that better than I like that. Oh, and that was a very, see, sometimes the first one's the best one. So I'm actually, let's see, how long has this been? Oh, not bad. So I'm going to go, oh, see, I should have left that a little longer. Oh, well. I'm going to dry emboss these and come back later and show you what they look like after they've, oh, see, that didn't even adhere to the corner there at all, so I didn't get any of that corner, but that'll be nice for the next one. But we did get some nice blue brown going on there, which is kind of cool. So there was there a little, I don't know what there was with the, that we had the raw umber and the wheat, and then the blue, which still had some of that. See, sometimes this brayer, I waited too long. Otherwise that brayer might have given me gifts. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it gives me gifts. Sometimes the brayer gives gifts, not just that one. That one just tends to give more gifts. So I hopefully will return. If I don't return, it's because I just wanted to get a video up. because I gotta let these dry a little bit before I stick them through my scissors. All right, be back. So here's what I ended up with for my client. She wanted like 25 pieces. So I've got some of the bright green and some blues like she wanted. And I did use my pan pastels. And then I have, I used a sponge that came with it that has a nice flat side. So when you see ones like these that have some dimension to them, because I've added color on the top, that's just what that is. And I was able to use some white, I have some white ink too that I kind of did on the tops of those, and to bring out the flowers. This one's not included in her count because I don't think that one's going to be her colors, but you know, if she wants it, she can have it. That I added the green because it wasn't even showing up before. And then I've got some more plain ones. Added blue on that one to bring out the thing, and added some dark green on that one to bring it out. Added some dark blue. Actually, that one's just on this page. Huh. Then I've got some crafts paper for her, which is what she asked for. Hopefully I'm not getting stuff all over it. Did a little bit of dark green on that one. Left most of them plain so that she could decide what she wants to do with them, but you know, it's not everybody has these dark muted pan pastels, so I did a few of those as well. Oh, and I sprayed some papers and did some of those too. That's kind of my my favorite. My favorite look is when you do the sprays and put them through. This I did a little bit of violet. This is just book page 2, but it had so much fun. And then that one I did a little bit of green over it to make it pop a little bit more. Left that one, left that one for her. Did a little bit of green on that. I still need to cut some of these down to cut off the excess there. I think I put a little bit on that one because these tend to have some where it rips a little bit, so doing the pan pastels over it kind of covers that up. Did a little bit of violet pan pastel on that, which I think made them look really pretty. Left that one, but you know, fortunately it still shows the flowers. She wanted me to use the nature ones that I had. What are these called? Oh my word, words are hard. Of the embossing plates, yes. So, if you've not heard of it before, an embossing plate or embossing folder, they just look like this. They come in different sizes. Some are bigger like this. Some are a little bit smaller. And then this one is a 3D one from Tim Holtz, so it's even more raised. That's what the leaf one is. So it embosses it really more deeply. So it really gets, you know, nice raised edges in there. So that's what I ended up with for today. I hope you all have a delightful day. Love you.